Hi again and good morning, everyone. 11 minutes before 7. We're taking a live look right now at the Dallas skyline with blue lights in some of those buildings to honor the officers killed and hurt in last week's attack. President Obama travels to Dallas today to deliver remarks at an interfaith memorial service honoring the 5 Dallas police officers killed in last week's ambush.
A very good Tuesday morning, everyone, and thank you so much for waking up with the Valley today. Kyle Bosch here with Lisa Bedeau as we get started with nonstop news and weather all the way up to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. And we do start with some breaking news we're following overnight. People in parts of the Brainerd Lakes area of Minnesota are bracing for what could be catastrophic flooding after severe storms over the past couple of days. Rivers and streams in that area are rising fast after being hit with 7 to 12 inches of rain. The Mississippi River in Aiken County is expected to see a huge surge today, and people traveling on Clay County Highway 10 between Downer and Rolog are asked to keep an eye out for high water as well. That's obviously here in the valley. Dispatchers tell Valley News Live that there was water over that part of the road overnight.
Now, by the Twin Cities, people will be cleaning up after tornadoes. Check out this cell phone video capturing the action near Litchville, which is just west of Minneapolis. Yesterday, it tore through a barn and tossed debris into the air. It was one of several twisters that hit central Minnesota. Meeker County was also hit hard. That's about an hour and a half west of the cities. Twisters blew roofs off buildings. A healthcare center in Watkins was also damaged. People in Lake Park, Minnesota are still picking up debris after winds clocked at more than 90 miles per hour caused all sorts of damage yesterday morning.
Yeah, trees were snapped in half all over town. One of them fell right onto a home where a woman was sleeping. Public Works crews had to spend much of yesterday clearing out roads and hauling away debris. There was also some major damage at Lake Park Audubon High School at the baseball and football fields.
It's 6:51. Time for weather and traffic on the ones. Some stormy starts to our last couple of days, but this morning we're seeing the sunrise.
Yeah, the sun is looking gorgeous out there, helping to dry us out because we are so waterlogged. All that cleanup had to happen yesterday in the rain, and probably more cleanup going on today. At least that sun will be out there nice and bright for you as you're doing that. Here's a look at our estimated rainfall since Saturday night. We've had several rounds of it, the bulk of it falling in the last 24 hours, and we are seeing places that got in that 5 to 7 inch range right here in the valley, and more than that in some instances, especially in Becker County and northern parts of Ottertail County. One viewer we've been reporting south of Audubon reported 9 inches of rain there total from this event. It's an incredible amount of rain. And of course, the bullseye for that is over toward the east, over toward Brainerd and then east from there. But a lot of places right here in the valley got at least a couple of inches of rain and more from there. We've been getting reports of that 3 to 4 inch range in Fargo-Moorhead. Over toward the west, we're looking at that 4 to 5 inch range in areas where we have some warnings in Dickey County as well. It's nice and clear, though, out there in the valley this morning. There are some showers to the northwest of us in Canada, and that system's going to kind of start dropping southward, bringing us increase in cloud cover in the northern valley and some rain showers coming up. So there's still some flood warnings remaining. We've been talking about some water over those roadways and in low-lying areas. Be careful of that. And a wind advisory for our western viewers for later this morning and through the day. We're already seeing winds gusting into the 20s there, and probably some 40-mile-per-hour gusts in the western valley for this afternoon, and all of us on the breezy side today with wind out of the southwest becoming westerly. High temperatures in Fargo, some 80s on the way. We're going to enjoy sunshine. A few clouds start working their way in later, but it looks really nice. You can see that beautiful bright sun in the background of our planner there. Northern Valley, that's where we have that chance for some scattered rain showers, the better bet for that at least, and some cloud cover as well for this afternoon and evening, and maybe even a thunderstorm or two as well. Not as widespread or as heavy as what we've seen recently, but still there. We'll get that rain. And then into Wednesday, it continues to work its way southward, and Fargo-Moorhead, places in the southern valley may also see some rain showers. And we cool down into the 70s for the end of the week. By the weekend, 80s, but more storms return. Let's check in now with Al.
Police, we're back out on the Metro Interstate Loop, and our community is definitely on the move. Westbound I-94 in particular is quite busy. Traffic seems to be flowing pretty well through that I-94 construction zone in Moorhead. Reminder for you that you're not going to be able to get across 8th Street now at 30th Avenue. That's just happening today. They're going to shut down the eastern part of that intersection, so you're not going to be able to cross 8th Street at 30th Avenue. And I know that's going to create some travel issues for some of you folks, but that's the way it is as this project progresses. Also, Interstate 94 On the North Dakota side, I suspect that there were road work they were going to start yesterday. Probably didn't happen because of the rain, so they're going to be out there again today getting things going there. That's the eastbound lane of Interstate 94 between Castleton and Mapleton, where there's some work going on out there. Drive carefully today. Traffic is clipping along. Willamette Valley Today traffic.
It's now 5 minutes before 7, a developing story in Fargo. Police are looking for a group of suspects after a fight that included at least one gun being fired on the city's north side. Police were called to the reports of that gunshot just east of the intersection of 10th Street North and 10th Avenue yesterday afternoon. That's the neighborhood near Roosevelt School.
No one was hurt, but police are trying to figure out a motive behind a fight between two groups of men. If you have any information about the incident, you're urged to contact Fargo Police. Also developing this morning, thousands of people gathered at Dallas City Hall yesterday for a vigil honoring the officers who were shot during an anti-police brutality demonstration last week. 3 of the slain officers are set to be laid to rest later this week.
Meanwhile, the family of gunman Micah Johnson is being questioned. The former Army reservist's stockpile of bomb-making equipment has investigators asking a lot of questions. Johnson's mother says her son returned from service in Afghanistan last year, a changed man. 170 hours of officer body cam video is also being reviewed as part of the investigation. A county courthouse in Michigan remains closed today as authorities investigate what led to an inmate to kill 2 bailiffs.
Authorities were escorting Larry Gordon from a holding cell to a court proceeding yesterday afternoon when Gordon grabbed a gun from a deputy's waistband and opened fire. Gordon was eventually killed when another bailiff returned fire. Blue Lives Matter. That is the name of a proposed law that would treat attacks on law enforcement officers as hate crimes. Legislators in several states are trying to pass it, including in Wisconsin.
Those who support the bills want to send a message that they are behind police and want to keep officers safe. Locally, law enforcement says a law is not the solution because the law is to protect vulnerable people, not police. The governor of Louisiana has already signed a similar bill, one that includes firefighters. To date, there hasn't been any like it announced in North Dakota or Minnesota.
In our election 2016 coverage this morning, Bernie Sanders is set to join Hillary Clinton on the campaign trail in New Hampshire today, where he is expected to announce that he is endorsing her. In statements released yesterday, the campaigns announced that the rivals would be coming together to talk about their commitment to building an America that is stronger together and an economy that works for everyone. The news of the endorsement comes after Clinton apparently agreed to include some of Sanders' proposals as part of her presidential campaign.
The smell of fried foods, the screams of fun, it's all part of the Red River Valley Fair in West Fargo, which kicks off today.
Yeah, doors open at 10 a.m., but getting a little preview and testing out some of the rides for us this morning is the Valley Today's Christy Larson, who's back on one of her favorites, the Ferris wheel. Hi, Christy.
Woo! I feel like you guys said when the screams are coming out, they're coming from me this morning because Katie and I just had to test out the Ferris wheel before the fair kicks off today, and gates open at 10 a.m. I'm sure you guys are excited. Hard-working people ready to have fun.
Yes, yeah, a lot of work into this, but this is definitely worth it. A lot of fun.
And talk about some of the fun things that families get to enjoy here every single year.
Just everything out here. Obviously, all of the carnival rides, but we have lots of free stage, lots of different free stage acts on ground that you can come see, check out, visit all the animals, and then of course our grandstand concerts and racing.
And tonight's performance on the grandstand concert is
Chris Jansen, ready for him. Should be fun.
Hairball tomorrow, Scotty McCurry, and who ends it on Saturday night?
3 Days Grace ends it. And then we have racing on Sunday, of course, to end out the fair this year.
I think that's something so fun, something new and different every year. Families get to enjoy so much time spent out here. And guys, again, valleynewslive.com, click on that hot button to find out more information on the Red River Valley Fair.
Fun night. If I'm extra tired some mornings, it's probably because I snuck out to listen to some of the. I love Hairball.
I was going to say,
but Wednesday
you mean when
night,
you're extra tired Thursday morning.
Thursday
When
morning.
you show
Doesn't
up
matter
late.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the fair. What do you do? Christy Larson reporting live. I'm jealous. She's on the Ferris wheel. Good stuff. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. 25% of people do this immediately after buying a car.
The answer, name it. You can take part in our question of the morning by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page. A little bit of a break this morning from the rain, Lisa Green. Certainly
Yes.
nice.
Oh, and the sun is shining. It just feels better psychologically to see that bright sun. And that'll stick around through this southern valley for today. Into the 70s and 80s in the south. Up north, we're going to have more clouds there. And on top of that, chances for some rain, maybe even some thunder showers. So not perfect, but better than it was the last couple of days. Breezy, too. So keep that in mind.
Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. Remember, we'll have more local news and weather for you right here in just 25 minutes.
Have a great Tuesday, everybody. We will see you tomorrow morning.